Hi, Amy with Experience the Quilt. When you are sending a quilt to us to be quilted on the long arm machine, it's really important that it be square, especially the backing. So this green piece of fabric is going to be an example of your backing fabric. So you measure one end, and this is a little over 16 inches on this end. And then you take the other end and measure it as well. And this end is over 17, just slightly. So it's not square. So then you would take your one end of your fabric, and if you have a really large quilt, like a queen size quilt, you will want to fold it several times like this, so it will fit on your cutting board, and so you can use your rotary cutter and your ruler, because that will make it really nice and straight. So I'm going to line up my piece of fabric here, get it straight on one end, and I can see that this here is almost a whole inch off, which I did on purpose to show you a non-square quilt. So I'm going to line up my ruler and take that edge off. Now with that, you will then turn the other way and do the same thing and measure and make sure that it is square. So you want to make sure that your backing, even once it's squared up, it needs to be 4 inches longer on all sides than your top. Because say that this is your backing and the green is now our top. We'll do this because my orange fabric is slightly larger. We want to make sure that we have a little bit more, because when we do the long arm, we clamp onto this backing here and it pulls it nice and tight, so it keeps the stitching all straight. And we want the machine to be able to quilt along here and not run into those clamps. So that's important on the side. It's really important for top and bottom to be longer, because when I line up your top and your backing fabric onto the machine, when we are quilting the top and we're doing especially an edge-to-edge design, we will be coming clear to this bottom edge. And if the backing is not longer, the machine won't be able to come down and quilt off the top onto the backing. We need it to do that so that we have that stitching clear to the bottom of the quilt. Otherwise, I'm going to send it back to you with about 1.5 inches that isn't quilted, because I have to keep, that's just how I have to do it because of how we hold it on to the machine with leaders and such. So it's really important that that top have 4 inches extra on all sides. Top and bottom is a little bit more important than the sides, because there are some accommodations we can make, but it's best if you have 4 inches all the way around.